Their first time ever hosting an NBA Finals game. You will be in the building and about town. But you've told me that there are three major keys.
Queen Street.
You've got the keys, the
Lake
keys, the
Shore.
keys.
I do. The first one, David Jacoby, and you know this. Draymond Green was really terrific.
Oh, yeah.
Against Portland.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you know that the Splash Brothers, when Clay gets hot, he going to make shots. Steph has been an MVP. The only one that's unanimous in the game. You know who averaged 7 points this year and didn't make an All-Star team?
Not even close. He wasn't considered for the All-Star team.
Who sacrificed so much for KD and for Boogie to feel comfortable? Who also dealt with injury this entire year? Who also, during this year, lost 30 pounds.
Also gained enough that he had to lose 30 pounds. Let's not sleep on that part. Yeah.
Correct.
Let's not sleep on that part.
And so now all of a sudden, watch him go against Harkless and Collins and Leonard. He was terrific in that matchup. It was great to see the old school throwback Golden State Warrior
Triple-double
Draymond Green. But the stout defenders he's going to have to go against in this series, sometimes Kawhi, who's been a defensive player of the year. Sometimes Pascal Siakam, who's taller and more athletic.
And quicker.
Sometimes Serge Ibaka, who's just if not stronger. Sometimes Marc Gasol, who can be a brick wall, who's won defensive player of the year. Those are the people that he's now got to oppose alongside Looney, alongside Bogut. I'm watching to see if he can continue to have that level of productivity and emotional availability.
Yes.
Not getting into it with the refs, not getting texts,
not going back and forth with Drake, not going back and forth with Serge.
Yes.
That's going to be key to this series. So what's a key player on the other side of the ball?
Pascal Siakam, this year's most improved player. While he had his moments in this year's playoffs,
A lot of them.
that's the key word. It hasn't been consistent.
No, it's been a little hit or miss with Pascal.
And as somebody who's a versatile defender, Kawhi's going to be on Draymond some and guarding whoever else is on the team. But Pascal may be charged with guarding Draymond Green a lot of the time. He's got to not only make his open three-point shots, but get out in transition, get those layups, get those dunks, catch those lobs. So now that helps his confidence as a player that Kawhi's going to need to be the second best performer if they're going to win the championship.
Now, your last one I found really interesting. It's about another Warrior who we all just assume is going to be not just a role player key to the series, but someone who they can rely on.
To me, if I was in this guy's shoes, I would be one of the most grumpy people walking the earth. Klay Thompson. I learned from the media. I just lost $30 million because I didn't make all NBA.
And y'all put Kemba?
To Kemba Walker.
How did he perform in the playoffs?
They didn't make the playoffs.
How did he perform in the playoffs? How did he carry his team?
And I'm a guy that relies on Draymond's playmaking, that relies on KD when he's playing being double and triple team, that relies on Steph to give me room to make shots. The more Klay dribbles the ball, the least likely he is to make that play. But when he's able to catch and shoot, he's one of the best heat check players that I've ever seen. He scored 60 points in his league with less than 20 dribbles in the game. He could get going with the best of them.
He didn't play that many minutes in that game. That was not a double overtime game either.
I want to see if they're going to leave him open for shots because they don't have to without KD. Danny Green, while struggling mightily in the previous series, is a really good defender. I anticipate he's going to be chasing around Steph Curry, and I anticipate whoever's standing next to Klay is going to make sure that they try to keep his productivity down. Because when the Splash Brothers and Draymond Green are hovering around 20, it's lights out. He and Steph had triple-doubles in the previous game. That has never happened in the playoffs where two teammates both ended with that level of stat line.